So what if we have low ceilings? Great question. Also, what if we're in an apartment? Another great question. Let's dive right in. So when it comes to low ceilings, first I'll tell you that this beacon here is about 13 inches off the ground, and the Jump Sport units are about 13 inches off the ground, and the Cellerciser unit, which we built our bodies on, that is about 10 inches off the ground. So just for your information, your unit could provide for you extra room or take away extra room. If you have low ceilings and you're worried about hitting your head on the ceiling, I just say forget it. If you're worried about reaching and touching the ceiling, then you can definitely, bend your elbow and still get an awesome stretch like this. And you never, ever, ever have to jump high to get 99.9 repeating % of the benefits of rebounding. So we can navigate with a low ceiling. You can get a lower rebounder such as the Cellerciser, and you can do one of the most powerful moves that you could possibly do on a rebounder, and that is squat walking or squat bouncing. Both of those moves are transformative for the thighs. You basically could slice and dice, strengthen, and transform your entire lower body just from squat walking or squat bouncing. And I'll tell you a few variations of squat walk and squat bounce, okay? Squat walk, you can have your toes forward, toes out, toes in. You could have your feet staggered. You could have your feet in the other staggered position. You could have your feet together. You could have your toes wide or narrow as the feet are together. You can do stepping sequences like this, all in a squatted position. And then of course you can bounce. Toes wide, toes narrow, feet together, toes wide, toes narrow, staggered position, staggered position. You can do a bounce like this, in and out, in and out. All of these are so powerful for the thighs. If you lean into the balls of the feet and you stay flat-footed, you can target the fronts of the legs more. If you lean into the heels, you can target the backs of the legs more. So no matter what, you can get into a squatted position, you can step or bounce all the way to trophy legs. You can focus on your flexing, even just right now, just a nice deep flex into the body and a gentle power bounce down like that. That's gonna drive up the isometric flexing response in your body. You're gonna drive up muscle, you're gonna drive up the heart rate, you're gonna get an excellent workout, and then you can do core activation exercises sitting down. You can do all of your trophy body activation with low ceilings. And now, if you're in an apartment. So again, you can use these same moves. The squat walk, super quiet. Squat bounce, it can be quiet, it can be gentle, and you can limit yourself to these moves. And then maybe you can talk to your neighbor and ask, what time are you gone? It would just be so nice for me to have a window. If you're in that type of relationship with your neighbors, maybe you're not. Maybe you can leave a note on their door that says, I'm gonna be working out from 10 till noon, and it's not gonna be the full 2 hours, but at some point in those 2 hours, I'm gonna do a 30-minute workout on my rebounder. I'm gonna do my very best to be quiet, and just leave a note. Give them your email address or give them the option of responding. And if you want to communicate to your neighbors and you really want to make rebounding happen in your apartment, you might need to talk to your neighbors, and they may not even hear you. They may not be spending time in a room where the rebounder is right above. You may figure that out and be able to have a very successful rebounding journey in an apartment. I would also recommend a nice thick carpet. You could get like a carpet off of Marketplace, like a 5-foot diameter carpet. You could get a nice thick mat style type of fitness flooring that could really work to help absorb some of the vibration from your bounce. They're not going to hear the squeaking of your springs or the bungees making noise. They're going to hear the pressure, and potentially they're going to hear any thumping in case your floor isn't perfectly straight. One of your legs might be just off the ground a little bit, and then there's going to be a thump. So putting a nice thick carpet is going to do a lot to reduce the noise, and you can keep the movements gentle, like I said, with the squat walking and the squat bouncing. And if you have low ceilings, just focus on the squat walk, squat bounce, sit bouncing or lay bouncing, and you'll be good to go. You'll be able to get very strong and very adapted. You just gotta train smarter and make it happen and work around your limitations. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.